Meeting with a group of CEOs not too long ago in Edmonton, the kind of folks responsible for juggling 38 balls and spinning plates, more than a dozen appointments and 200 plus emails each day. These are the folks who are run ragged, trying to run a business, put out people fires, and do things like make payroll. And during the session, one of them stopped and asked, "Can you repeat what you just said?" Seems like the entire business world is so busy these days worshiping at the altar of action and execution, they have forgotten the equally vital need for reflection and exploration. Measurement, scale are held to such high, lofty, exalted status, much more now than discovery and imagination. See if this makes sense to you. The metaphorical notion of climbing the ladder to success was first used by writers in the 19th century. But what if you're so focused on climbing that ladder higher and faster, and you're obsessed on things like data, metrics, analytics, KPIs, ROIs, sales targets, and all that stuff, only to find out that your ladder is propped up against the wrong building? That's precisely what happened in the history of military warfare when France invested heavily in the construction of the Maginot Line, only to be outflanked and blindsided by the Nazi blitzkrieg. It also explains what happened in the Vietnam War when America committed more than 500,000 ground forces and B-52 bombers in a campaign against an enemy they couldn't see. They had the ladder propped up against the wrong building. Exactly what's happened with companies like Sears, Kodak, Blockbuster, and many other companies that are doomed to find their way into the graveyard of extinction. In that context, you can make a very strong case for a little less emphasis on things like action and execution, and much more focus on the need for things like clarity, reflection, exploration, the kind of ingredients necessary for a more focused direction. Now, there are some practical things you can do. You can actually make reflection time an executive priority, like Brian Scudamore of 1-800-GOT-JUNK, who routinely takes Monday to set aside for critical thinking and organizing. You could absolutely lose yourself, go off the grid, mountain climbing, biking, fishing, hang out by a quiet stream or a lake, go walk your dogs incessantly, anything to give yourself mental headspace to allow yourself time to rethink things such as core beliefs, underlying assumptions, and really reevaluate your North Star. You could drop the business books, absorb yourself in a work of fiction like The Alchemist from Paulo Coelho. Go way off the beaten path to a place like Wizard Academy outside of Austin, Texas, where they have courses and programs designed specifically for that purpose. Reflective thinking. It's the one thing that you as a leader can't outsource or delegate. You've earned the right to disconnect and reflect, and the payback can be priceless, both for you, your organization, and the people that you care about the most. Love to hear your comments, thoughts on this subject, the battle conditions that you're noticing in the real life day-to-day of what happens in the business and life trenches. And as always, appreciate when you care to share this with others in your circle, so feel free to pass along this video to somebody else. And thanks again for watching Leaders and Legends, where you never know who you're going to meet or what you'll discover.